gentlemen, we are getting ready for this main event coming to you at Ugly Dojo. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you're ready. This is Ugly Dojo, December 21st, 2024, Vacaville, California. What a great match. This is going to be the Ugly Dojo Heavyweight Championship match. Ladies and gentlemen, on the big time with Mr. Z. Are you with us, Mr. Z? Yes, Mr. Z is here. Welcome to the show, sir. Mr. Z joining us right now.
Oh yeah, definitely
Okay,
here. Definitely ready for it. Yep, I'm here. I'm here, everybody. I'm here.
Yeah, it's a little bit of technical difficulties at the beginning of this, but we'll get that all straightened out. But stay with us. We got the Ugly Dojo champion coming out here in Serza, and he's going to take on a member of the appeal in Jayson Xavier. A great solid match here. A lot of fun to watch. Excited to be there. Excited to go back over this. Mr. Z, what are you thinking about Serza, the Ugly Dojo champion, and this match here?
Serza, obviously a dominant champion in his own right, and looking to defend it against an appeal member, in Jayson Xavier, who is also a great talent, a great showcase. If you ever book him on your shows, folks, he is definitely one to watch.
You know, Jayson Xavier, a great talent, along with him and Nathan Brick being a part of the appeal. A tag team that's great on any show, but also these two young men are a great talent in their own right. They could be a great future in tag team wrestling. Maybe we need to see Nathan Brick and Jayson Xavier, the appeal, in AEW for one night, or even Ring of Honor, maybe taking out the Outrunners. I think that could be a fun match to see.
Oh, that'd be a great match to see. We would definitely be there ringside for that one, for sure. But only time will tell what will happen in the future for these men.
Yeah, no, it's a waiting game to see where all these men are going to fall out. But I mean, Jayson Xavier, a solid talent. He's about to come out here and get ready for this big matchup. The Ugly Dojo Heavyweight title is on the line. Serza is in the ring, and we are getting ready for his opponent to make his arrival on the scene any moment now. We are just waiting for Jayson Xavier.
Yes, and obviously, look, you see Serza. Serza is very focused, very calm. It's not often you see a champion in there who's just waiting for his opponent and ready for him.
No, and now we see the appeal music hit again, and here comes Jayson Xavier coming out to get ready for this match. It was a solid match. It was a fun time. This whole show was great. We enjoyed it. We had a blast, ladies and gentlemen. What a fun time it was at this show, and what a main event we got to be privy to. I mean, it was a solid main event.
Yes, and obviously, folks, yes, we're a little biased if you can't tell, but if you know, you know. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, and if you don't know, you should know. Yeah, better get to know, because time is ticking, and you just never know when the opportunity might run out. But here we are. Jayson Xavier, Thursday. Of course, Jayson Xavier unfortunately got a hold of Lucha Santa's hat here, as we've seen, and used it in what would be considered not the most appropriate way. Of course, Lucha Santa was not excited about his Santa hat being used that way. And, yeah.
Being used as dental floss is what some folks were calling it in the arena.
Yes. And we got
There we go
Jayson.
with the introductions. The champ obviously holding that belt up. He's expected not to leave with this title for sure.
Yes, no, we'll have to see.
Oh man. But folks, yeah, you're in for a treat. This is a great match. This is a solid match for sure.
No, it was a great
Very
match. I
dominant
mean,
champ.
it was well worth the to make this a heavyweight title match. The main event of the night lived up to the hype, and it was big shoes to follow. I mean, coming after the three men that we just seen in El Chupacabra, Illumide, and Drake Frost, going at it in a triple threat. And of course, Illumide picking up the big win and going to be the #1 contender for whoever walks out of this match as the champion. There's a lot to say there because you're looking at Jayson Xavier, a part of the appeal. Yeah. And if he walks out with the championship, then it'll be Jayson Xavier against Illumide in a future contest.
Oh yeah, definitely for sure, and that would be a hell of a match of mutual respect. But it's definitely, yeah, Xavier definitely feeling himself, is telling everyone he will walk out with that belt.
Yes, holding up that belt that's not exactly just his just yet, but sure acting like, yeah, it's mine. I'm the champ. Getting everything in place. We get the big moment here. The big heavyweight title on the line. Serza, Jayson Xavier. This is going to be solid. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ref's doing her final checks, making sure everyone's good to go. They're ready.
no, ladies and gentlemen, this should be something of a classic right here. If you want to talk about great matches in 2024, which we'll talk about a lot of great matches and a lot of great things that happened in the year of 2024, as well as discussing those that have a part of the wrestling world that we lost this year, as we talk about that on Sunday, December 29th. With the Value Wrestling brings you the weekly roundup podcast, but it'll be the yearly wrap-up podcast. So make sure you're here for us on Saturday, December 29th, for the last roundup of the year. And here we go, folks, into the match. A chancery there by Jayson Xavier, but it's traded back into a side headlock by Serza. These men on the mat, switching up back and forth, doing what it needs to do, trying to get the upper hand, trying to get control.
Yeah, obviously seeing him throwing Serza into the ropes. Serza stops himself going for a big stomp as Xavier moves out of the way. These men are definitely matched up very well.
No, two solid men in great shape, ready to go at it. You can't take anything away from both these men's talents. Definitely two skilled men in wrestling and in being here on the independent scene. I mean, either of these guys could make it to any of the levels that they want to make it at. I mean, both these guys could be major competitors for AEW, WWE, TNA, GCW. Recently our boy Jake Jake Summit was on NWA. I mean, so you never know where you're going to see these people. And if you get the opportunity here in California to see them up close and in person, you might want to take the chance because you just never know when you're going to get that chance.
Yes, definitely, folks. I mean, me speaking from experience, seeing some of the men that we have out there right now in the world of professional wrestling, and telling my son, the little man, I remember seeing him at these shows. That's what you want to do with your kids and the family, is being able to see these guys when they're up and coming and making an impact on the world of professional wrestling.
Yes. And we saw Jayson Xavier try to go for a move, but Serza stopped it and then turned it into this headlock takedown. A lot of pieces moving here. Now we're going to get back up. Serza still in control at the moment as both men are up to their feet. Jayson Xavier trying to find a way out of this. Bouncing Serza off the ropes into the other corner. He goes up for that missile-like front drop kick, but Serza holds onto the ropes. Quickly tries to get a pin, but Jayson Xavier's not done yet. Here we go. Another beautiful S drop kick.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, no, definitely. Jayson Xavier, a little one step ahead on this one, even though Serza was in firm control, making sure he keeps him grounded.
Serza looking for a suplex there. Or Jayson Xavier looking for a suplex there, but Serza up and over. And there is that Monty Python, or that Monty, excuse me. If you get up in age, you know what Monty Python is, but I mean, the name would be Monty Brown, Pounce-esque maneuver there. Bouncing his opponent off the ropes, bouncing off the other end, just doing that massive shoulder block pounce, knocking Jayson Xavier to the outside. Jayson Xavier trying to catch his breath and come together. Serza coming out after him. Serza gave us that look like he might have came over to us for a minute. We were going a little like, no, we don't want the action over here.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely need to stay away from our table as he takes Xavier and throws him into the ring post again. Firm control on the outside of the ring right now.
Serza over to Lucha Santa and take Lucha Santa's other hat now. Lucha Santa had another hat stashed away, and now Jayson Xavier wearing that hat. And of course, Jayson Xavier was not excited about that, threw that quickly off and got a chop for it. Serza making sure Jayson Xavier gets back in the ring. And we're trying to make moves that make sure that Lucha Santa get his hat back. And there's the star of the hour, getting that hat back to Lucha Santa.
Yes, definitely. Serza having him up looking for a power bomb as Jayson Xavier backdoors him real quick into a slingshot over the top rope. Beautifully done.
I don't know who got the worst of that. I mean, that was a beautiful kind of clothesline snapping over the back, over the top rope. But Jayson Xavier going to the outside had to take a nasty bump himself. But of course, he recovers quick enough to get in there, at least get a 2 count. Not enough. If he would have been able to recover just a second sooner, he may have gotten that big 3 and become the new champion. But it didn't happen.
No, definitely not. You know, every step, as we've seen in several matches beforehand, every second counts on taking advantage of a downed opponent.
Jayson Xavier with a beautiful chop right there. Serza walking to the other corner at this moment. Jayson Xavier needs to stay on top of this. He doesn't want to give the champ too much time to breathe. Serza gets Jayson Xavier up for that big slam. Now he's going to go for that pin. 1, 2. Jayson Xavier still got something left in the gas tank. He is not done yet. Kicks out at 2. He is maybe a little winded. Serza trying to get the crowd and himself fired up. He wants to finish this. Jayson Xavier still a little bit left in the gas tank. Here comes that big elbow into the corner. Serza ready to fire up. He goes for another maneuver into the corner, but Jayson Xavier quickly ducks out, and Serza tries to go after Xavier, but Xavier gets that big knee into the face of Serza and then drops him across that middle rope around the throat. Serza is down, and Jayson Xavier spending a little too much time on the outside.
And no, that's something you don't want to do as he drops the elbow to the back, shoulders, and neck area, taking advantage of where that first top rope slingshot took place. Making sure that he keeps him on the ground, overpowering him, dropping a big knee.
Jayson Xavier going for the pin here, getting only a 2 count. Jayson Xavier might have had the opportunity to finish this if he didn't spend so much time gloating just like that, where Serza slapped him across the face. And I think all that did was upset Jayson Xavier, because now Jayson Xavier with the mount and just throwing fisticuffs right into the face of Serza. Serza might have to rethink about just slapping a man across the face, because you know when you're a man and you get slapped across the face, it just fires you up to get ready to fight.
Oh yeah, no, he took that very personal as he drapes him over the middle rope, choking him. Referees making the count, telling him make sure that Jayson Xavier breaks that hold so he does not get disqualified for that move.
And hey, we got to give credit here at this Ugly Dojo show. These officials doing their job, staying on top of everything. Jayson Xavier there, of course, launching himself off the back of Serza over the top rope to drop him around the throat again on that middle rope. Jayson Xavier working over Serza across that neck. Now the springboard, but it doesn't work up. Serza up. Serza with a beautiful release German suplex. But Jayson Xavier quick to roll to the outside. Jayson Xavier realizing he is in a world of trouble and needs to get out of the way. He needs to get a chance to breathe. And now Serza calling. He's telling everybody to get out of his way. Serza about ready to fly.
Oh yeah, all the fans are running. They're moving.
And Serza ducks out.
Big.
Doesn't follow through on that big dive.
Yeah, no, he made sure he had all the fans move for something big and fools everyone as he drops down and delivers a nice punch for a good measure.
Unfortunately, in their scuffle on the outside, Jayson Xavier able to take control, getting Serza back in the ring, but draping his head over that corner, hitting that high knee to the back of the neck as he draped over the apron. Jayson Xavier looks like he's going to go for that slingshot one more time, and here it is, that slingshot elbow, and this time he lands it right into the heart of Serza.
Yes, beautifully done. Just making sure that he keeps the champ down on the ground right now. Going for a pin, hooking the leg. 1, 2. There's a kicking out at 2. Still a lot left in him.
Yes, no, the champ here, Serza, the Ugly Dojo heavyweight champion, is not done. He is not ready to give up that title. And I guess you have to admit that when you're the champion, you're going to find every way to stay going because you definitely don't want to give up that title. You don't want to lose that spot at the top of the mountain. And definitely when it comes to a championship, you want to take that winner's purse home. It looked like a rock bottom reverse into a headlock takeover. Jayson Xavier in control, but only gets a 2. Jayson Xavier with that big high knee.
Very effective with the big high knee for sure.
Jayson
He's
Xavier
taking his time. That's not a good thing. He needs to make it quick and stay on his opponent at this moment.
Jayson Xavier working his way to that top rope. Serza is still laid out in the middle of the ring. And there you go, folks. Jayson Xavier going up for that big Macho Man-esque like elbow drop. Oh, yeah. But comes up short as Serza sees it coming, rolls quickly out of the way. Jayson Xavier left to do nothing but drop that elbow right onto that hard-hitting mat. And we know, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, Mr. Z knows about how hard that mat can be.
Yes, that is not that mat is very unforgiving, regardless of what anyone thinks at this point.
It might have a little
Both
bounce to it, but it doesn't feel good to land on it.
No, and both these men slowly making their way back to the feet as Serza delivers a big chop and another one.
Maybe we need to add Serza's name to the list. Maybe we need to hunt down Serza and let him do a little choppy Hall of Fame sign on. Maybe he needs to be in that choppy World Tour list of incredible names as we watch this great match. Yes, Mr. Z, tell him all about that.
That is a devastating clothesline of JBL-esque clothesline, taking Xavier out of his boots.
Taking that head off. I think Jayson Xavier's head is probably out of this building across the street. Here goes Serza up with Jayson Xavier. Is he going to get ready? Oh, what looked like a powerbomb reversed into some type of almost pedigree without the underhook. Now into a chancery. I mean, definitely something that would be a good idea for Jayson Xavier after working over the neck in this match. Lock in that chancery. Will the champ submit?
You see the champ is doing what he can to make it to the bottom rope. Slowly and surely, but Xavier breaks the hold and does something smart, brings it back into the middle of the ring. That's for sure.
Serza with that big boot now. Reversing on Jayson Xavier. Out between the legs. What is Serza calling for here? Got him up for that power bomb. Up. Oh, nope. Over sunset flip. Roll him up. But no, not a fall through on the pin. Serza, Jayson Xavier with Serza up on his shoulders. Fireman carry into a AA Death Valley driver. Is this what it takes to put away Serza? No. Jayson Xavier says, no, I'm not done. Hops up to that big high top rope. What is he going to do here? Back one more time with that Macho Man-esque elbow. Oh, yeah, and this time lands it. Rolling Serza up. 1, 2. Mr. Z. What an incredible sequence we just saw there.
Definitely, but I feel like that they shouldn't have went for that elbow drop. He had him down. That couple seconds that he had him on the ground to go for that elbow drop, I think gave Serza a chance to get some wind back in him.
Well, definitely gave Serza a chance to recollect his thoughts and realize what was about to happen. But now we got Jayson Xavier trying to get Serza to his feet. Back up on the shoulders. Here we go. Nope. Serza reverses it, rolls him up. Serza rolls through, gets a 2, but picks him up for a power bomb. A vicious power bomb taking down Jayson Xavier. Serza firing up the crowd, looking for something special here. Mr. Z, call it.
Oh, big stomp, putting Xavier down to the mat. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And your winner and still champion, Serza.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Serza charging out of that corner after firing up the crowd, giving you that double stomp to the back of the head, almost like a coup de grace to the back of the head there, charging out of the corner, dropping both feet across the back of Jayson Xavier's head, getting him rolled up, picking up the 1, 2, 3, and holding on to his belt. Serza walking out tonight, champ And the winner show. Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Illumine, the number one contender. He is charged down the ringside and putting the boots to Serza.
Yes, he is. Oh, the champ out here making a statement. He's not happy. Definitely his fellow stablemate taking the fall, but he doesn't care. He's trying to get him back up, getting his man up as they both can potentially do the double team. There you go.
Yes, Illuminate getting Jayson Xavier back to his feet so they can double team on Serza and weaken him because you know now Illuminate is the number one contender for the Ugly Dojo Championship. He's ready to get this man in the ring. Serza, Illuminate with that big slam there. What a beautiful maneuver. Illuminate looking at the title and saying he is next. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Could this man be considered the new belt collector? We're only going to have to wait and see. He is now the number one contender for the Ugly Dojo Heavyweight Championship. Can he be the benefactor? Can he be the one that takes down the big man, Serza? Is Serza's time in the light? Is his title reign in jeopardy? Time will only tell. He may not look like it tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but Serza is your big winner. He will be going home with that winner's share of the purse, but doesn't look like it. And here comes the babyfaces, Lou Devereaux, Bishop, Dorian, along with some of the young talent that debuted tonight to come out and check on the champion. There's Cairo. What a night. What a great night.
As the Illuminate looks on and laughs as he walks away.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the seeds have been planted. Serza and Illuminate fighting out for that Ugly Dojo Heavyweight Championship. When will that take place? When will that happen? We will have to wait and see. Make sure you check the link in the description below to follow Ugly Dojo on Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else to keep updated on when their next big show is, when you're going to get a chance to see Serza and Illuminate, two big bulls lock horns.
Ready, folks. We're in for a treat when this happens.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will be something special. It'll be something to remember. It'll be something you surely want to be a part of when it comes to that future, ladies and gentlemen. All right, they are in the ring. Serza pushing him all the way, wanting to get out under his own power. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Love to see our beautiful faces. We know you do. And we can't wait to see what happens this Saturday, December 28th, when it's Ugly Dojo Mayhem Matinee. We'll be there for many shows and many more shows to come. January's right around the corner, and we're excited to see it. But we will see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. So be ready. Make sure you ring the bell for notification. Keep that. Make sure you hit subscribe. Join the Value Wrestling, because it's going to be some of the best wrestling you're going to get to see. We're going to bring you some of the best stuff in 2025 like you ain't never seen it before. Mr. Z, any final statements before we go?
No, folks. See you later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you being here, and we'll see you on the next one.